Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat. An onside kick to begin the game. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
Oh, I love your pops. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 58 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And the athleticism on this spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Throwing is Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He completes it middle of the field to Janis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. Martellus Bennett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right on the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 88 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now this has not been his game.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 23 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, fourth best in the league. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Back deep, Marcus Wheaton. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On first down, Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Green Bay's defense in 2016 was a bit unbalanced. Number 8 against the run, but number 31 against the pass. So you know the offseason emphasis was on trying to make sure they shored up the secondary and increase the pass rush.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 10. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Sometimes, occasionally, Randall Cobb somewhat gets taken for granted about his abilities with Green Bay, doesn't he?
Well, the numbers last year, solid but not amazing. Just over 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. But he complements everybody else, doesn't he?
He really does, and his versatility is so big for them because he can actually run back to the backfield and be a running back as well as a slot receiver and someone who moves outside.
Rodgers now on first down. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
First down, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Crosby for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
I like that about Trubisky. Has him calm in the pocket, some good presence, despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career, and an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while in North Carolina.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
On 1st and 10, Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Rodgers again now. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And again, it's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is third and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, How about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Worth noting, the largest deficit the Bears have ever overcome in their long history. 20 points against the Cardinals in 06. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jerome Elliott coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jordy Nelson now trotting back out there on offense. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
Here's Rodgers throwing on first down toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Rodgers now on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
58!
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Now Rodgers on first and 10. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about which team will be featured prominently in those highlights.
Might be a little biased. Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. For Jordy last year, tremendous. NFL's comeback player of the year, 97 catches, over 1,200 yards, and led the NFL 14 receiving touchdowns.
Well deserving to be the comeback player of the year, but I know these types of competitors, they don't like to be the ones to come back from anything. They just want to be consistent, and Jordy Nelson is definitely that.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution, it's not just performance, it's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
I know Davante Adams really developed in 2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7 and 8 last year, 25 catches, highest 2-game total in the illustrious history of the Packers. Just shy of the end zone at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be the 9th play on this drive. Rodgers now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Ripkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And right with it here over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan in there to get him for a loss of 5. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Packers have done a good job making the plays they need to in order to get out to a big lead. The Bears will have to make some adjustments before the second half gets underway. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Packers opening drive. Here's Aaron Rodgers connecting with his tight end Martellus Bennett, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. Midway through the first, as they take a 7-0 lead. Rodgers goes down the field to Nelson, and this great play will go for 6. Packers here, they have it at the 47, as they move out in front, 14-0. It's Aaron Rodgers finding his old reliable Randall Cobb. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Packers up now by 21. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And our focus now moves to Randall Cobb. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
319! 319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
319!
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Willie Young able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On now is the Packers punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Running with Howard. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Green 39!
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Cruz has it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Room here to run. Big hold of the 30 and avoids the contact by sliding. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Rodgers going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cobb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target. That's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes it's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Rodgers to throw again. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First down, Rodgers out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On second down, here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Bears on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And our focus now moves to Jordy Nelson. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Rodgers now on first down. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down now after the pass completion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes it to Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. 10 more there and another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. On first down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 319! 319! 59, Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he slides to avoid the hit. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Fights off the defender. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jeff Janis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers continue to roll. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Bears on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Trubisky to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Red zone opportunity. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Check.
Rodgers again now. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Packers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
First down, Trubisky. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Trubisky.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bears on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go.
Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So a change of possession here on the punt. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's got room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bennett. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Rodgers going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Willie Young in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, that wasn't a real confident throw, but I think we can understand why with the way this game has gone. He's been harassed, moved out of the pocket, sacked a bunch of times. Makes it tough to get set and throw.
Yeah, pressure's been relentless. It was relentless there. A dangerous throw downfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now Trubisky on first down. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bears on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. One last shot for Trubisky. And that will write a finish to this ball game. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Green Bay, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.